guys! So I've had a lot of spare time on my hands lately, and therefore I have been playing a lot of The Sims. And since I've been playing a lot of The Sims lately, it reminded me of how amazing it is when The Sims either glitches or just something goes terribly wrong. I've seen and heard of a lot of these different glitches or horror stories of The Sims on Tumblr or just on the internet in general. I never really realized how much I've actually experienced The Sims glitching or something going wrong until I looked through my past screenshots of when I used to play it, and that is when I remembered some of the amazing stories I've had from playing this game. The first one I have is one time when I tried to get my Sim to sleep in her bed, and instead of sleeping, she decided that she was going to stand right in the middle of the bed. And that's how she would sleep every time I tried to get her to sleep. She also sat in couches like that. Instead of sitting like a normal Sim would, instead she decided to sit in the couch. The next one I have is not really a glitch. I guess it kind of is, but I don't actually know how it happened. I created one family and I had been doing the Sims thing with their family for a while. One day, a horse just sort of appeared in their house. I don't know where it came from, I don't know how it got there, but I couldn't do anything to get it out. I even tried tearing down one of the walls and tried to lure it out of there, but it wouldn't leave. There was nothing I could do. I had a horse in my Sim's house, and it wasn't ours. We don't know where it came from, it just appeared there. The next story I have is this one time one of my Sims had a baby, and she was holding her baby, and she got stuck on the floor. She was holding her baby and she couldn't move. Her feet were physically in the floor. And eventually she started getting really hungry. Still wouldn't move. Her baby started getting really hungry, but because she was too hungry, she wouldn't feed her or change or take care of her baby because she was too hungry to do so. It was just a whole huge mess. Eventually a little notification on the top corner of my Sims game told me that social services were going to come and take away the baby. So this was just a huge mess. Everyone was starving and dying, and the baby was about to be taken away. Obviously, I was just like, I don't know what to do. She won't move. She's stuck in the floor. Everything was just going wrong. I tried resetting her. Nothing was working. So I decided to just quit the game before any of that could happen. I refused to let it end that way. This next story is, well, it's not really a glitch. So one day I decided I was in a huge mood to play The Sims. I had this whole storyline that they're gonna live by. It's gonna be great. I have it all planned out. Their lives are gonna be great. And so I spent an hour and a half creating this perfect family. I decided the dad was going to be a firefighter, the mom was going to be a doctor, and the son was going to go to university and get his degree in fine arts. I spent an hour and a half creating these Sims so that their personalities would match what they want to be, so that just everything would fall into place and it would be the perfect Sims family. I then spent another 20 minutes making their house because I wanted it to be the most perfect little house for the most perfect little family. I spent about 2 hours creating this family and their house. I decided I'm going to go to the kitchen and get a glass of water. So I get up out of my chair away from my computer for literally 2 minutes. I come back and the entire house is on fire. One of my Sims decided to cook something, and in my huge excitement of trying to make this perfect family, I forgot to put a fire alarm in the Sim's house. She started cooking, the stove caught on fire, and I come back just to see the Grim Reaper because the husband of the family already died in this fire. That's right, literally left my computer for 2 minutes, the house is on fire, one of my Sims is dead. I told one of the other Sims to put out the fire, and of course she gets set on fire. She died. Within the 2 minutes that I had left my computer to get a glass of water, both of my Sims had died. And because both the parents died, I had a little notification pop up on my screen telling me that because kids can't live alone and there are no more adults alive in my game, I was directed back to the main menu. I had spent 2 hours creating this perfect family just to have them all die in 2 minutes in a tragic Sims house fire. So if you've taken anything from this video, just take that you should never leave your Sims family alone. Even if you think it's not gonna hurt anyone, your entire Sims family might just die in a fire. So I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about all of my amazing Sims stories, and if you guys enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for maybe more of these in the future. See you next week!